And hello, Disney fans, and welcome back to another episode of the Zone TV Movie Entertainment with me, your host Jonathan. Once again, bringing you my thoughts and movie review for the brand new Lilo and Stitch live action film, Lilo and Stitch. So, let's talk about Lilo and Stitch first of all. Lilo and Stitch tells a story about this little alien that pretty much is indestructible, unstoppable, killing machine that ends up in Hawaii on Earth and meets this little girl named Lilo, who's very lonely, who's very misunderstood, who lives with her sister, and her sister's her guardian. Their parents are no longer with them, and she's kind of lonely. She ends up meeting Stitch, who becomes a puppy for her, and things kind of get chaotic where aliens start coming towards Earth to try to track these things down. And to try to track down Stitch and try to recapture him and sentence him to exile. Where? You have to watch and find out. Okay, so I finally watched the film. I was excited for this film. I was like, how are they going to give us Lilo and Stitch live action? And I thought they did a really good job with the CG of Stitch. When I first saw the promotion for him, I was like, that's not bad. He's not as blue as he is in the cartoon movie, but that's okay. It's the color palettes, whatever. But I'm gonna look up the actresses' names for both Lilo and Nani because they're kind of new to me. So give me 1 second. Should have done this earlier, but I totally forgot. I apologize. Let's see. Lilo and Stitch. And I'm probably going to butcher the names. So the actress who plays Nani is Sydney Ogdorn. I butchered that. I apologize. She plays the older sister, obviously. And, of course, the most adorable little girl who plays Lilo is Maya Keone. Probably butchered that as well. I apologize. She was incredible as Lilo. We also got Zach Galifianakis in this movie as well. And we also have Bill Marsden. Probably butchered that, apologize. As well. And Tina Carey. Butchered that as well. Apologize. I haven't seen her in a movie since like maybe True Lies, if you guys remember that movie. So I couldn't believe she was actually in this movie. Couldn't believe it. So yeah, and we also have where is he? Courtney B. Vincent, probably butchered that as well, apologize, as Cobra, aka Bubbles himself, the social worker. Alright, so what did I thought about this Lilo and Stitch movie? I'm going to be completely honest with you. As excited as I was to see this movie, and as excited, because I'm a fan of the original cartoon movie. The cartoon movie is like very special. I love that movie, okay? I thought this movie was okay. Look, I'm going to tell you what I liked about this movie, and I'm going to tell you what I did not like about this movie. First of all, I felt that getting the actress to play Lilo was perfect. The little girl who plays Lilo, she was incredible. She brought the character to life, and I really enjoyed that. I loved a lot of stuff what they did with Stitch, and Stitch's, mannerisms and all the stuff that he does. I thought that stuff was great. The actress who plays Nani, I liked her too. Not as good as what she was in the cartoon, but still very good for what they gave us for what she was able to do in this film. So I liked that stuff. So, and then there was a new character they introduced in here who's like their next door neighbor, which is kind of odd and weird. And she was great as well, so I thought that stuff was cool. Bubbles was great too, aka Cobra. He was fine. Although they kind of swapped his job application, what he did in the cartoon movie, to what he does now. It's a little bit different, a little backwards, but still, I enjoyed it. So that was fine. The CG was fine. So let's talk about what I did not like about this film. I felt this movie was missing some key important elements from what the cartoon was. Now, I know, you don't need to actually copy and paste the cartoon to put into live action. It doesn't really work that way. You don't. But for this film, I felt like there were certain little pieces that needed to be in this movie. Even if you rearrange it to a way you wanted to make it feel better in the movie, it still needed to be in this movie. It just did not felt like Lilo and Stitch to me. There was some stuff, like key moments from the cartoon movie, which I'm going to spoil here. Like in the cartoon, when they talk about family and nobody gets left behind, you can feel that emotion and energy from the cartoon. In the movie, when they say it here in the live action movie, I didn't feel that. I didn't get that. You know, that sense of like, oh yeah, they are truly our sisters. They truly have a bond together. They may want to, kill each other because, they're always on top of each other, but they feel like a family. With Lilo and Stitch, it just happens in this movie. It just happens so quickly. It feels like the message is not really being sent right, as emotional as how it was in the cartoon. That's what I'm trying to say. What it is, So there's that. I also feel that the two aliens that go after Stitch, the scientist and the guy who's always obsessed with human mosquitoes. That alien, I like the designs. They were fine. I just wish they weren't as goofy as they were. Because they weren't as goofy in the cartoon. They were great characters in the cartoon. They were kind of goofy here. So there were some funny moments with them. Sure, I liked it, but it just felt kind of flat in my opinion with those two characters and what they did. And what can you do? But I thought Zach Galifianakis and the other actor did pretty well, so they were fine. But still, I just wish the characters weren't played off as being too goofy. So it just, to me, didn't really work. So there's that. There's also the fact that if you guys remember from the cartoon movie, the big shark guy, the one who really goes after Stitch, he's not in the movie at all, which I thought, okay, is this going to be a problem that he's not in this movie? Yeah, because honestly, they did to one of the main alien characters that does try to go after Stitch. They kind of turned into something that they're not in the cartoon, and I felt it was kind of like, okay, if you didn't want that big shark monster to be the big bad to fight Stitch, then you could have made another creature instead of having one of the creatures that's supposed to be a good guy and make them kind of like the bad guy here. It just didn't really sit well with me, so there's that. But overall, I thought the film was okay. It's not exactly the greatest live action animated, from animated to live action film ever, in my opinion. No, that still belongs to Beauty and the Beast, in my opinion. Second is going to be Cinderella and then Aladdin. And then, of course, Lion King, even though that's not really live action, but you know what I mean. But yeah, I thought this movie was okay. Got some funny moments. The little girl was adorable. The actress who plays Nani was great. The new character they introduced was as their neighbor. She was fine. But there was some stuff I didn't really like. So, what can you do? So, leave me a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought about it. Are you guys looking forward to seeing the new Lilo and Stitch live action? Not looking forward to it? You so mad that they changed a lot of stuff in the movie? Leave me a comment below. Let me know. Stay tuned for more. Thank you very much. And have a good day.